Willie D Live.
What's up, family? The family of a South Florida teenager says they're outraged after learning that the boy who shot the teen will only have to serve 2 years in prison for the crime. Mekhi Stevenson was shot and killed at a home in Miami in November 2022. The 17-year-old high school football star was in a room with some friends and his younger brother when a 15-year-old boy pulled out a semi-automatic gun and began waving it around, according to an arrest affidavit cited by the Miami Herald. After he removed and reinserted the magazine, Mekhi's brother told the teen the gun was loaded and to stop playing with the firearm and put it away. But according to the affidavit, the boy pulled the slide back partially to check, then stated that it was not loaded because it did not eject a cartridge. He continued to wave the gun around recklessly until he ultimately pointed it at Mekhi and intentionally pulled the trigger, the police wrote in the affidavit. They say Mekhi ran to another room where he collapsed and died. And check this out, fam, wouldn't you know? Everybody ran out of the house. They just took off and left Mekhi just down on the floor. Prosecutors say that even though that teen is now 17 years old and admitted to shooting Mekhi, they and Mekhi's family were disappointed that this kid only got 2 years because they were expecting him to get 12 years. The judge said, look, he deserves a second chance. Give him 2 years and let him out. Now, here's what's telling. Mekhi's mother had warned Mekhi about hanging out with that boy. She told him he was bad news. But Mekhi did not listen, and neither did Mekhi's younger brother. I don't know if y'all are aware of this, fam, but these accidental shootings happen frequently. There are hundreds of kids who die every year from accidental gun shootings in the U.S. And these damn rap videos, I hate to pounce on rap, man, but they're not making it any better. Like, it's one thing to see those guns flashed in movies, but it's another thing to see them flash in these rap videos. And some of these dudes have been accused of catching bodies, and they catch bodies like in real life. It'd be different if it was just if it was strictly cartoons and it was not happening. But these youngsters are actually out here killing each other. They're making rap videos where they're talking about killing each other, and then they go and kill each other. Yeah. Or they make a video after they kill somebody and talk about how they killed them. So there's a fascination with America's youth with playing with guns. They love playing with guns, man. I never was that type of person. Never. I was never even fascinated by guns. I always looked at a gun as a weapon of choice, like something that I would use if I had to. If I had to take somebody out, I would use it for that purpose. And I only fired the gun when it was needed. I fired a gun, when I'm at a shooting range or I'm hunting or something like that. But only aim the gun at something I intend to destroy. Only at things that I intend to destroy. I never pointed a gun at a person I didn't intend to shoot. I never played with guns. I don't know what the fascination is because I know how serious the consequences can be. I know too many situations where people thought the gun was empty. They playing with the gun, squeeze the trigger, and somebody dead. I distinctly remember this girl in Houston who got killed when she was invited to a party. Well, actually, it wasn't a party. It was to hang out at one of her mutual friends' house, right? So she goes over to this guy's house who is a friend. Well, the other friend, that friend invites other friends, right? So the guy who actually was playing with the gun, she didn't know that guy. But that's the guy playing around with the gun, and it squeezed off. She take one to the head. She's an honor roll student, 18 years old, on her way to college, whole life in front of her. And just like that, some goofy playing with a gun took her out. And don't think this is just, a black thing, This girl was a little white kid, actually a little rich white kid. And, because some of y'all like to think that, oh, that's just them over there, or that's just the low income people. No, man, this is happening across the board. This playing with these guns and people getting killed crosses all socioeconomic lines. And it's really, really bad out there, fam. So y'all got to be careful. Youngsters, I know you hear me. Do not play with these damn guns. In fact, I don't even like put my hands on my gun unless I'm going to work or I'm checking on, I'm cleaning it or something like that. But other than that, nah, man. I don't want to show it off. I don't want nobody to see what I'm using, what I got, what I might use. I don't want to show none of that. When you're younger, you don't really think about these type of things thoroughly. When I was 22, 23, 24, 25, I used to ride around with my shotgun in my car all the time. I used to have a shotgun like right on the side of me at all times. And then I just realized over time how dangerous that might be. Not just for me getting pulled over and the police getting freaked out, but also, I would have times when I would pull up at a car wash or something and my shotgun be right there, and now I got to figure out, damn, like, take the shotgun out, put it in the trunk, tell them don't open the trunk, don't clean the trunk out, I'm like, what if one of these people mess around and move this gun and they accidentally shoot one of the other workers or shoot themselves? I didn't want that liability, so I stopped moving like that. These guns ain't nothing to play with, family. They are nothing to play with. And that's not the only case. Actually, when I was looking up this case, I stumbled across a case in Sacramento where another girl was killed playing with a gun. And then there's this case, I think a lot of you may remember the viral video where these two young kids were in the bathroom playing at their family member's house. One of the kids had came over to visit the other kid, and they were cousins. They're playing in the bathroom, and the girl accidentally shot the boy in the head playing with guns. Well, playing with a gun. These guns are nothing to play with. You should really use a gun for its intended purpose. You never point a gun at anything you are not willing to destroy. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.